Fly high, Liam, for real. We wish him well. It's always something. We can never catch a break. Yo, I just heard from the grapevine that Liam PAYNE, our boy, passed away. I still don't know if it was intentional or not. He fell off a fucking 3-story balcony in Argentina, of all places. Pretty sure it was Argentina, something that began with an A. That sucks, bro. We never want to see that shit happening. We wish everyone well, unless like you're a complete jackass, but apparently he had been struggling with alcohol and drugs and all that sort of rock star type shit. But in dedication, this one's for Liam. We wish him well, for real. Oh, this part's the best. Gone tonight. Oh, this is Zane. My feet is open wide. The way that I've been holding on too tight, with nothing in between. Dude, the way he always says that pisses me off. In between. Why does he say it like What's Liam's part in this? Is this not even a good Liam song to put in his dedication? But it's a sad song, so it fits kind of the vibe. The fact that Simon Cowell assembled essentially the Avengers on that level of One Direction, they really were, dude. Them and early Bieber, fucking unstoppable. They could have took down a country if they really wanted to. That's how much power and influence they had. So sad, bro. It's even sadder if it was intentional. 3 stories. That's not a way to go. He had a kid. You know, fly high, Liam. I wouldn't call myself a directioner, but I like some of their songs. I like Story of My Life. I like, what else they got? Let's see. Story of my life, take her home. This has to be Liam. Drive all night to keep her warm and tight. Yeah. Oh, you thought we were over, bitch? No, we got 40 seconds left. Sing it. We need an actual Liam PAYNE song. Don't know what for. Let me either, motherfucker. Through the door. All right, that's enough of that. Yo, what's Liam PAYNE's? Oh, Strip That Down. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, Honcho. Not your poncho. Yeah, and Quavo. Yeah, Wavo. Oh, I know. I think I know this way. I won't know till the chorus. Oh, don't down for me. What? There's a lot of people in the crowd, but only you can dance to me. So put your hands on my body and swing that round for me. Swing what round? You know I love it when the music's loud, but come and strip that down for me. Yeah, 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 yeah. I do know this. How could you not? It's fucking topped the chart over Michael Jackson. 1 billion plays? Holy shit. I had to blink a couple times to make sure I'm getting that number right. 1 billion plays is insane. His second song only has 460 million. He's got to get them numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. What about Halloween just isn't the same anymore? Is it the fact that just people are too much of weirdos so you can't fucking actually trust anyone? Like, where's all the spirit gone? Yo, I remember towards the end of my school days, they banned kids from wearing costumes. Get a grip on fucking reality. What are you talking about? The kids can't wear costumes for a day. First it was like, all right, no masks and all right, whatever, fair enough. I'll leave it at that because you don't know what weirdos could be like coming into the school. But seriously, you're not gonna let like us in 5th grade wear fucking Halloween costumes. Get a grip on reality. Yo, did I ever tell you guys that her name was Roxy? She said her name was Roxy. Yo, I gotta bust out the winter hat, maybe tonight. Yo, it's 48. Mike, 48 isn't cold where I live. All right, I'm not talking about where you live. This is the first or second cold day of the year. What's this dude? This dude's gonna ask me about this camera. He's like, you filming me? Watch. Nah, he couldn't give less than a fuck, dude. He's like 93 driving a nice-ass Acura. Like, I love old people. I love my grandparents. But after a certain age, you can't be driving. I don't think you can, dude. I mean, whatever, I talk shit. If they pass the test with flying colors, they'll probably do better than me. I'm thinking about doing a hot boxing video with Roman, but for Halloween we dress up. Not gonna spoil the costume, I'm thinking, because, you know, it's still up in the air. We can pick. If you got any good suggestions, let me know. Something that ain't overly crazy, like nothing like a fucking mask or something like that. Even, actually, the thing I'm thinking of is a half mask. Yeah, the Lord of Winterfell. Yo, Game of Thrones season 3. I'm only on episode 2 so far. Not as strong as season 2. I'm basing it off 2 episodes, but so far I don't think I'm gonna be into the whole White Walker thing as much as the first 2 seasons are more grounded, and then they progressively sprinkled the more fantasy elements in it throughout. Like when the chick blows out the goddamn demon poo-poo and kills our boy, Fregley, I forget his name. There's so many names in it I still struggle with. I know the main ones, obviously, but the set design on the show is absolutely unbelievable. The season finale, it lines up perfectly kind of how the show's unfolding in terms of how much I love The Walking Dead. That's my gold standard for a show. The season 2 finale, one of my favorites. And then from that point on, like, it was really good, but it never matched that peak for me. That season 2 finale was epic, and it pisses me off that Tyrion is not getting his, what's the word called? His fair share of the glory. And oh my God, dude, Joffrey with his new wife, and she's like laying the foundation now for like getting in bed with him, metaphysically and physically. Maybe physically. I don't know how she can do that, even if she's a pretending, but she wants to be the queen bee. She's gonna have to probably throw Joffrey some sukalamink at some point, because he's that much of a sicko, but he's diddling with his crossbow, and she's like, oh, could I shoot it? And she's like, she knows that's what he likes. It tickles that psychotic part of his brain. That's a real mini bike. That's a real mini bike, goddamn. Dude's driving around, what the fuck? I should have got that on camera, dude's driving around. What is that? All right, the camera officially has to come in, dude. I'm freezing my tits off. Like, they're actually on the floor. Oh, perfect timing. Wow, it is freezing. This guy's out running in shorts right now. What a trooper. He looks like he has one of those Jovi lights on his back. It's glowing all weird plasma. I'm not exactly sure what the Lizzie Borden case even was. I think she killed her parents with an axe or something. That would be a sick video, dude. But I think I'd assume, because it's a tourist spot, you pay a ticket and you're with a bunch of people, so we can't even vlog it and be like riffing on shit. I feel like I'll take a deeper look at it though. But we gotta get this channel big enough, dude. We'll go to actual haunted places. We'll literally be shitting bricks. I'll get the funny ass GoPro setups, like in whatever it is, Ghost Hunter, when it's like in their face and they're running around. The Patreon's in the description. Go support that. I've been posting more Patreon exclusives lately, and they're more. They're more of this. So if you like these videos, I got some of those. Yo, Squidward tent poles, relax. People just take it upon themselves to put that little yellow, like, slow kid sign, like, in the fucking street. You can't be doing that. It's a 2-lane road. It's the one with the double yellow, so you can't be crossing and shit. And people are just, I'm just gonna put that right in the road. Who the fuck are you? Yeah, slow kid. All right, cool. You got a kid. Get it out of the road. Yo, Karens are the worst, dude. They really are. Holy shit. Every time I go in Target, always, the grocery store, they just have to make it as difficult as humanly possible on the fucking cashier. Always. Like, oh my God, going through the coupons and shit, but this said give me $2 off my yogurt. Lady, you've been around since the fucking Great Depression. You can afford the extra $2 on it. You got it. Don't worry about it. I mean, I've been getting this TikTok a lot lately, so it seems like it wants me to spend the money or do the research to see if I'm being punked or not. But there's a service now that has satellites in space, where else, and it can reflect the sunlight and beam sunlight down to your coordinates that you give it for, this is a decent amount of time. I think it said like 30 seconds or something like that. I don't know if I'm being punked or not. I don't care enough to look it up. Seems like it could be feasible and possible, but for how much? I'm gonna look it up when we stop. If I don't remember, I'm gonna be pissed, and then I'm gonna be editing this, and I'm gonna be like, why the fuck didn't you look it up? Michael Bay, if you're watching, sometimes he watches, you need to make a Static Shock movie. I think we need a Michael Bay Static Shock with Corbin Bleu. Who would be the nerdy friend? I feel like Dylan O'Brien would be a good nerdy friend. Actually, no, that reminds me too much of Teen Wolf. Who could be Corbin Blue's sidekick? That Halloween Kills movie I watched, it's like the sequel, I guess, to the rebooted, but it's not even rebooted. It's like they took Halloween 1 and 2. Actually, no, they scrapped 2. It goes Halloween 1, then the 2018 Halloween, then Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Ends, I think. There's only so many times he can die, I guess. But that one, I liked the 2018 one because it was Blumhouse-ified. It still had the good Halloween elements, like when he kills the reporter and the reporters, plural, in the bathroom. That's craziness. He's just slamming the dude's head against the tile. And then he takes the teeth. I always remember, even from the trailer, I was like, that's a solid. He has the guy's teeth, the mechanic or whatever, and just puts them over the bathroom stall and drops them. They're all bloody and shit. And she's like, oh! But Halloween Kills amplifies the craziness. It goes from more grounded and serious a bit to 1 million in the second one. He's fighting an army of firefighters, and he's hacking them all down as if he's the Predator. That alone, the rest of the movie is just kind of a blur to me. The boyfriend is off hunting with the kid Tommy from, I think his name's Tommy, from the original movie. And Laurie's granddaughter's with them. They're in a militia going to look. They send out a first battalion. Michael kills all them before they, like, as soon as you see someone dead, you call for help. They're trying to be commandos against Michael Myers. So that squad dies. And then, they're in the hospital. And Laurie and the sheriff, they're like, yo, we're gonna go get his ass. And that's how the movie ends. They're gonna go get him. The last one's gonna be crazy. They lose me when they start getting too crazy. I just kind of detach from it at that point and just enjoy it for how batshit crazy it is. But if I'm judging it from a good movie perspective, the 2018 one is much better. But this one obviously had a lot of fan service type of kills, with just fighting the firefighters. That seems like some goofy shit Jason would do, not Michael. But the Halloween movies have always been pretty goofy. The original's mad goofy for the way we view it now, but I understand watching it back then, it was the first of its kind, but we're not watching it from back then, we're watching it now. Cruising around in a zoo, and my baby, you know that I got you, hit the road. Watching the first Avengers movie the other day, it still stands up. It obviously has the early tone of MCU goofiness, even they've gotten real fucking goofy and bad 90% of the shit they make now. But that movie's perfection. For the first Avengers movie, like, you couldn't have asked for anything better. The beef between Cap and Tony, like, right off the bat, you wouldn't lay down or let someone crawl over you, cut the wire, and he's like, I think it would just cut the wire. And you're like, whoa! As it goes, always a way out. That movie, that's the best the Iron Man suit has looked. It has gotten progressively worse looking since the first Avengers movie. Not in terms of design, actually in terms of design too. I much prefer that one because it actually looks like an Iron Man suit. When he starts getting all nanotechy and shit, I don't like the look of that suit. In the first movie, dude, I don't know if it was actually practical. I think it was to an extent. It looks flawless. It looks unbelievable compared to the newer ones. I guess all the impurities and imperfections, particularly with the Iron Man suit and the way it functions in that one, it makes it feel, especially Tony, it just makes it feel so grounded and sick. Like, specifically the propeller on the carrier busts, so Tony has to go repair it. Boom, he uses the red laser thing, shoots that out, and he uses the booster to jump, cuts the booster, and then uses the momentum to fall on the debris clusters, and then when he ignites the boosters again, you see him, he's stuttering, like trying to like stabilize again with the thrusters. Shit like that, they get rid of that, I assume because the tech gets more advanced and he gets better at using the suit. But that type of shit just makes a CGI character feel that much more real. And his first introduction in an Avengers movie, yet you couldn't have asked for anything more. When Loki's like, nail, and Stevie goes, not today, and fucking hits him, and then Tony comes in, blasts him, lands. That's the best the Iron Man suit has ever looked. She lies waiting for the brink of dawn. We run wild and live like we're invincible. We'll now last forever. Dude, and Tony, it was basically just the Iron Man, but I don't know. Like, what else about the Avengers movie are you really there for if it's not for Iron Man? Cap was good in that movie, but Cap was never my favorite. I'd love to know why people pick Team Captain America over Iron Man. Take the looks of Chris Evans out of it, like in terms of swooning over the guy. The character. Cap's just too much of a goody two-shoes. I never understood that. Why people gravitate to him more. I mean, maybe that's why they're like, because we're good people, Mike. We like Captain America. All right, good for you. But Captain America's a dweeb compared to Iron Man. Are you kidding? I just ran over an animal. It was already dead, though. It's like a big-ass gecko. Waiting on the brink of dawn. And everyone does seem to gloss over. He saved the world. Iron Man in the first one. He put a nuke on his back and flew it into an interdimensional portal into deep space and guided the missile to hit the fucking mothership. There's a big gap in the road. Oh, that wasn't that big. That was mad dramatic. He should... If that doesn't make you worthy for Mjolnir, what does? Does he have to do that? I guess, yeah, Thor's been around. Thor's been around the block for a minute. That's what makes him worthy for it. But I don't know, man. Strapping that on your back and flying it into an alien spaceship in deep space, I don't know how the hell that does not grant you to be worthy of Thor's hammer. And then in the second one, Age of Ultron, they really nailed that franchise. And the fact that DC literally could watch the playbook unfold and not even replicate a fucking ounce of it. I think they did replicate an ounce of it with Man of Steel, because Man of Steel was really good for a Superman movie. Perfect casting, all this. It's just, how does it go so wrong? Where along the way? Is it the suits? Is it the suits that are looking down actually fucking with the process? Because that has to be heavy influence to butcher such an easy layup. Not to say obviously making the movies is tough and everything, but with endless money at your disposal, to not be able to find the right people who are passionate for the job. Like, they started off good. I think Michael Fassbender or Zod, I think that's his name. Whoever played Zod was good. Henry Cavill, like, you were on the right track, but immediately, nasty fucks in their suits. They want their money. Go immediately to Batman vs. Superman. Yeah, don't give anyone time to breathe. Marvel literally just laid the book out on how to do it. And I think it just came down to greed. They want their money. They saw the Avengers killing it, obviously raking in billions. Yeah, no, we need them to be all together now instead of doing the safe fucking model. Yeah. Stupid, man. Like, yeah. Every time I play this in the video, it gets copyrighted, no shit. And they only block whatever music thing owns this, company, whatever. They always just ban it in Russia. So Russians aren't allowed to watch my videos 90% of the time. A lot of the music that gets picked up in this is owned by that company. No, they just don't want Russia listening to it. What a bunch of fucking weirdos. Not Russians, like the people gatekeeping it from Russia. Like, who cares? Who cares? Who's gatekeeping just what I needed from the Russians? I needed someone to feel. This song is so good. I'm debating whether to go see them in concert. Last Dinosaurs, they have so much good music. that why I'm losing my marbles tonight? The moon looks spectacular. This guy has his high beams on. I'm gonna lose my marbles, man. Yo, it might be coming closer. We might be done. Imagine that's how we go after all this time. Natural beauty like the moon. We really don't appreciate the moon, dude. It's basically a planet just right there. Obviously, ideally, its distance where it's at, if it was swapped out for something like Saturn, you ever see the pictures of that, the mock-ups of what it would look like in the sky? That would be unbelievable. But for what that is, yo, it's so pretty. Crazy. It's a big-ass rock. It's just there. It's always there. Appreciate the little things, man. Because without the moon, our oceans would be all fucked up. I really would love to know if it's actual science behind the fact that they're like, yeah, the moon affects the tides, so that means it affects people because we're 90% water. It sounds like pseudo bullshit, but I don't know. There could be some, what's the word? Something to it. Oh, there's no way this just came on, right? My brain took like a microsecond to process it. Let's go, bitch.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound.
My fucking life.
And I need you, and I miss you, and now I wonder if I could fall, I can just see you.
Bitch, what? Tonight. Not yesterday. Tonight. I am not paying a toll to go where I'm going right now, so you can fuck right off with that. I'll drive the extra 2 minutes and give the state more of my money. Walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. You're a homebody, but that doesn't mean that you're nobody. Think ahead.
And I still need you, and I still miss you, and now I
I'm gonna write on red if I could fall
into the sky.
Oh, you that kick?
Do you think time
Do it.
would pass us by? And you know I wanna down in my
Honestly, I just saw the size of that dumpster. That's not a bad little. People always make the jokes, oh, it's the size of my studio apartment, but honestly, that kind of is, if we're being honest, talking square footage, maybe 20 less than what you could get somewhere in the city. It's not a bad idea. The shipping container thing, I love shipping container homes. For what they are, people be shitting on everything though. Tiny home, oh, what are you gonna do if a hurricane comes? All right, motherfucker, no one can buy a $1.4 million house that's like 500 square feet. Motherfuckers be buying tiny homes and putting them where they want. If a hurricane comes or a tornado, God forbid, then I don't know. It's gone. I mean, most houses anyway, if they get blasted in a tsunami.
Shawty fire burning on the dance floor.
I just realized my microphone wasn't connected this whole time. KFC's bad. When you think of fast food quality, you think of KFC. KFC is so fucking bad. Even Popeyes, at least the Popeyes I had, oh my God. Told you that I loved you. Guys, we're gonna have to figure out what the plan is for this channel. We're eligible for monetization soon, but that's not gonna make a difference because every single one of these videos gets copyrighted, and I'm not sacrificing my music for the sake of putting ads on the video. So we got some options. There's already right now the Patreon, which gets all the content early and from the main channel. So it's already a full functioning Patreon thing, and I've been trying to do more Patreon exclusives like this video. I think I have a couple up on there, but 2 recent ones I think I just posted, at least by the time this comes out. So there's that. But what else can there be? What else would you guys want? No weird shit. Someone be like, feet pic. No, you're not getting fucking feet pics. But what we could do, I don't know, maybe some members only live streams or something like that. I'm trying to think. The exclusive videos I like. I think that's a good benefit, plus everything from the main. So that'll do for now while we brainstorm. We really don't ponder the idea, at least most of the time. Every one of these people is just a sentient being, just going about life like us. If this really isn't a Sims type simulation, this is the most bizarre thing. That just the existence, like the universe, fucking planets, how rare life is apparently, especially here. Dude, how aliens would not be obsessed with this planet is beyond me. There's thousands of different types of creatures on this planet. So fucking bizarre. Dude, like I was watching TikToks today, or they feed it to me, of Venus flytraps and the different variants of them. There's ones with like red mouths and shit that look more closer to Mario and stuff. And like spiders. And it was talking about, they put on that David Attenborough type voice describing it. And they're like, oh, you see the spikes, and it's this big ass nasty spider crawling through it. And it's describing when it activates, it has to touch one of its nasty ass hairs on like the brim of it. And then that basically puts it into action mode so it closes. And then as it slowly closes, it's recognizing more and more for more validation whether it's an actual creature instead of something just landing in it. So then that's how it knows to keep churning up the digestion process. Like the fact that that thing even exists is crazy. And there's zombie wasps that, there's all sorts of crazy shit. Go watch Coyote Peterson. I haven't watched him in a minute, but he gets stung by the craziest shit just for, not fun because it's not fun, but he does it for the bank because those videos make bank. I remember one of his early videos, he was gonna get his arm bit by one of those beaked snapping turtles. Absolute demon of an animal. And you hear the clonk on it when it fucking, the jaws, and it sounds like two hockey pucks hitting. And then they put a chicken thigh in its mouth to see what it does. And the beak alone, of course that would shred your arm and go right through it. And Coyote watches it, it yanks it, and he's like, guys, I don't know if I could do that. So then they put some splints on his arm and then he does it. Dangerous move, dude. That thing hits the wrong thing in your arm. Oof. Oh my God, my middle name is fucking David. Oh my God, my middle name is David. Oh my God, my middle name is David. Turn your magic on. With me, she say everything you want to dream away. We are legends. I missed that turn a while back, and that completely gypped our arrival time. Added an extra 5 minutes. Bro, we gotta make enough money one day just so I could buy a Tesla with auto drive. Cause I like driving, but long stretches of time to be able to just flick autopilot on for, if it's just highway, fucking 100 miles straight on the highway, oh, that'd be beautiful. I'd be road tripping everywhere. My car could just drive for me. I'll do the shit I don't want. I'll be doing a Rubik's Cube and shit. I don't know how to do one, but that'd be the perfect chance to learn how on the highway, dude. I sure do hope the road works ahead. Good weed delivered fast. Zip run? Order now. All right, cool. That's what's up. The fact that people are in fucking jail for that is a literal blasphemy because there's a billboard saying you can just order weed. Burgerlicious definitions make them bitches go crazy. Wrong song. Wrong. Oh, it's so wrong.
No, don't funk with my heart.
Dude, the drums are awesome in this song though. No, don't fuck with my heart. If I take you home. Yo, he comes and he starts spitting.
Girl, you know you got me.
What?
With your pistol, shot me.
Bah. Gun violence. Fucked up.
Nothing can't stop me. It can't stop me once I started. Can't return me once you bought it.
Dude, once we stop at these lights, all momentum we're gaining is just dying. This dude's got the luscious locks of Legolas, but he's like, is that gray hair or brown? I can't tell. Could be the lighting. His dog's mad cute though. Oh, I'd kill to have a dog. They're a lot of work. It's like having a kid. In some ways better, but it's a lot of work. You gotta pick up shit. Ooh, but I would love one though. It'd be my best friend. A chocolate lab. Oh my God. Yo, shout out to the Killers, bruh. Saw them at concert. Been doing just fine. Gotta me down because I want it all. Yo, I'm scared. This is a scary area. Motherfucker, get out of the street with the bike, please. Like, dead smack center of the street. Yo, they love it. They love it. Share the roads. All right. But can you get out of the fucking middle of it? Now I'm stuck behind him. All right. We're going to be here for a while, guys. Fucking go grab a snack. I'm not cutting this out either. Stuck behind. Oh, can I squeeze behind? Whoa. Yeah, fucking bitch. Fuck out of the street, dude. Yo, the dude's back. Get out of the road, my man. Destiny is calling me. Open up my evil eyes. And I miss the bright side. Hey, I'm all for letting pedestrians go. Go ahead. Yeah, mister. Yeah, crab walk your ass across the street. Yeah, what you up to, player? Where you going? Road closed, residents only. I think I'm a resident on today. What's today? Thursday? I think I'm a resident. What the fuck does that even mean? You close the road, no one can use it? Get the fuck out of here. That's stupid shit. Yeah, everyone's turning down. Get out of here with that stupid ass sign. J. Beebs? A symphony. Violins, I'm a sink or swim, what and play for you. This is doing the bike again, you see him? Just like the tortoise and the turtle or whatever, and tortoise and the hare or some bullshit. Slow and steady wins the race. Beat my ass here. You can say I know, be the first one giving you all this attention. Think about it every day. Yo, what's up with Usher? Usher's being mad quiet lately with all this Diddy shit. Usher basically served JB to Diddy on a platter. What's up with that? I roll up like a fruit roll up to your doorstep. It's your anniversary, isn't it? And your man ain't acting right. Hey.
Whenever you need me, whenever you want me, you know you can call me. I'll be there shortly. Don't care what your friends say, cause they don't know me. I can be your best friend, and you be my homie. I ain't gon' flex.
Oh, no way they just took my parking spot. No, that might have just fucked this whole operation. Are you leaving? Please leave. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. I gotta stop being so rude. Get the fuck out of my way. I can't take this shit no more, man. Yo, if you don't know Wings of Redemption do even exist on the internet, bro, Wings of Redemption is the most fascinating, sad, I don't know what other term to describe it. There's a great YouTube documentary on him that I highly recommend you watch if you're into internet rabbit holes like that. Dude, he's this overweight dude from, where's he from? North Carolina, I think. And he's been around since the beginning of the YouTube scene. He was one of the first Call of Duty commentators who, back when there was a barrier to entry to do those types of videos and you had to get this thing called an HD PVR and shit like that, it wasn't big back then, but if you could record your gameplay in 720 with that thing, you were at an advantage. Now everyone can obviously do it from a fucking phone, but he was first on that scene, and he was huge back then. All he did was commentaries. His story's way too long, but he's had a rough fall from grace. Like, he has this whole dark side of the internet of trolls that constantly go after him, dude. And they've done some serious shit against him. Like, they completely tarnished his name. But then, like, I feel so bad for him, but then he does shit and says shit that you're like, it's hard to defend you, man. Like, you bring it upon yourself, but then you watch him have a breakdown. There was one thing, that's what that's from. He goes, I can't take this shit no more, man. That was kind of the peak. He had a mental breakdown on stream. He just wasn't healthy mentally. He kind of isn't anyway, but especially at that time. And the chat caused him to have a breakdown because they were criticizing him while he was playing Call of Duty World War. And he starts like crushing, hit the controller. He gets so fucking pissed. And then he goes, look here, look, listen, yelling at the chat. He goes, apparent, because there's someone in the game who keeps joining his games and fucking him up, jumping in front of him, shooting and shit, so he can't play, right? And he goes, appearing offline does not fucking stop this. Stop giving advice you know nothing about. And then someone says something again. And then he fucking, boom, whips the controller against the wall. And he goes against the wall. And he's just sitting there and he's like, he's just quiet for a minute. He's up against the wall. And then he comes back and he starts having a breakdown. He starts crying. He goes, I can't take this shit no more, man. And he starts crying. And he goes, I just want to have a good stream. I just want to have a good time. And he starts really crying. And you're like, bro, you feel bad for this guy. You'd never want to see anyone go through that shit. But when they're poking just fun at him and not bringing him to that was rough for Wings. But that was years ago. He hasn't been doing much better. He recently just had to get a surgery for his gallbladder or something. And he's on a podcast now with Boogie, this other YouTube guy, overweight guy. He faked cancer. And this other YouTube drama guy, Keemstar. So that podcast, it's called LOL. It's such a shit beef stew, but it's entertainment, man. You get all three of them. They're the holy trinity of, I don't even know, degeneracy. I don't know. It's so entertaining though. Just Wings, even still. He's been on the internet for fucking how many years? Like close to 20. He's been on it since the beginning, but he's a mess. I highly recommend watching the documentary on it. It's so entertaining to watch.